Hi everyone, welcome back. I am so happy that you are here. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I'm Mackenzie. I love beautiful things, including bags and makeup and everything along those lines, and just kind of having fun with it, being creative with it, all of that. So if that sounds good to you, love it if you hang out here with me. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm happy to see you again, and I am so thankful that you are back again. Today we are going to talk about the semi-annual Sephora sale, okay? Now, before we begin, I want you to keep in mind that there are other sales that happen this time of year, right? Like there are a lot of sales that happen this time of year by a lot of companies. A lot of times with the Sephora sale, the different companies have sales going on at the same time. They have their own sales going on at the same time. So I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I have sitting next to me here that I want to talk about, some of the stuff that I like that I can recommend to you. I will mention some of the stuff that I may pick up, but we will see. I'm going to look at the other companies first because I want to get the best deal that I can. That's the way I shop, okay? So, without further ado, let's go and talk about this. And talk about, at the end, I'll talk about like the different sales when they're happening, all of that stuff. So, here we go. All right, I want to start with some of my recommendations. I will kind of go in order, I guess, of what you would put on your face. I don't have a whole lot of Sephora makeup because I prefer to shop from the brands themselves. So I honestly haven't purchased a lot from Sephora, so I don't have a huge when it comes to the discount. Like I'm not up in the rouge or anything like that. But I also have some that I'm going to talk about. A lot of my makeup though comes from like independent companies that aren't at Sephora, or maybe different companies that are smaller and I want to support them. So that's how I do a lot of my makeup shopping. So I'm just gonna let you know that there's not a lot here, but let's go with what I do have. And I have a heavier set on two companies that I just started wearing recently that we're gonna talk about a little bit too. But I'm gonna start with the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer. And it's got this nice little pump dealio with it. I have this on today under my makeup and I like it. It's a really nice kind of jelly formula. Put a little bit on my finger. So there you have it. It's kind of that jelly, shimmery. It's not super shimmery. It's mostly just jelly. They kind of like, the box makes it look shimmery, but I don't really think it has a lot of shimmer to it. It's quite matte and it's really nice. So you can see it. I mean, you can't really see it, but I put it on here. Okay. You can kind of tell because my skin is so dry, right? You see how like absolutely dry my skin is, but then here, this little patch that's super soft, that's where I have it. So it does its job. Like now I have one tiny little super soft patch on my skin. So that's the primer. I do really like that. That I could recommend to you. Going to the next thing, I don't have like any foundations and concealers anymore because the ones that I do have, I guess still. I have them, they're sitting right here still. But they're Becca. And Becca doesn't exist anymore. So we're not gonna talk about that. I did pick up today though. I went to Sephora today to take a look at just some of the items so I could make a better recommendation for you and just see the items in person rather than just going online. So I have some items here that I picked up, just two. One is a foundation, so I'll talk about that one right now, but I haven't tried it. I just sampled it at the store. So it's Fenty Beauty. And this is the Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. All right, so I'm gonna try and get this Bessie opened so you can see what it looks like. I was really pleased when I went in there that testers are back, so that made it so much easier to finally get a foundation that I can make sure matched my skin. So here it is, and it is 1.08 fluid ounces. It's upside down. Let's put it the right way. There you go. It's got a pumper, and I will swatch it. I get it started here because it's a new one. Okay, it's taking a second to start. In the store, they started right away. Come on, come on. the heck? There it goes. Okay. So I got this one in 170, which is a cool pink. And if I just kind of rub it out. Okay, there it is. My hands are a little bit redder than my face, but when it gets onto my face, that should be the right color. Okay, it's a nice medium coverage, it says. Medium buildable coverage. Again, I haven't tried it. I've put it on my hand. So we'll talk about that some other day. But this one, the reason I'm bringing this up is because this was $18 compared to the original $36. So watch for that. Right now, Sephora does have this, and I've just checked online too, and it is the same way online. So if you want this, and you're looking for the sale, this is $18 right now for this one compared to the $36. That's why I picked this one up today, because that is a much better bang for your buck, if you ask me. So I have that. All right, going back to my recommendations though. Again, I don't have any other face, so we're gonna jump to the eyes. The palette that I love, that I haven't used in a while, I was thinking about it this morning, and I was like, okay, what are my palettes and things that I do have from Sephora? And I haven't pulled this one out in a while, but I absolutely love it. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Natural Nudes. Okay, there it is. Look at those shimmers, the satin mattes. There's a little bit of satin matte. Most of them are mostly matte. I think it's mostly matte and shimmer. There's not a lot of satin in here, actually, now that I look at it again. But this is what I have on my eyes today. I'm gonna come in. So all over my eye, I went with maple today. And then in my crease, I did do the nice dark browner one, truffle. And then I think I put, yeah, cocoa. I went with cocoa. So I went with these kind of like darker, warmer ones, maple, truffle, and then cocoa up here is kind of on the outer corner. And then the shimmer that you see in there is the rose gold. So that's what's on my eyes today, and I love this palette. It's super nice and natural and beautiful. Beautiful pinks and browns. I've had it on for a while. There's no creasing happening. It is a really nice palette. So the Too Faced Natural Nudes, can 100% recommend that one. The eyeliner that I have on today is the Fenty Beauty eyeliner. It is a liquid eyeliner with a nice marker tip. I love this one. I have it in black. That's what's on my eyes. It's what I've been wearing for a while now. So I can definitely recommend that. Oh, I forgot to mention this. With eyes, I haven't worn this in a long time. I don't have this on today, but the Urban Decay primer, this is just like the smaller version of it for the eye primer. And this is a great eye primer. I haven't opened this one in a while though, because I prefer, yeah, mine's kind of dried out now. So I would need a new one. But because I probably got this one 2 years ago, so I haven't used this in a while. Like, this one can probably be decluttered. It's not going to do me any good, but it was really good. I used to use it for a while, and I haven't used it in a while. If you are an eye primer person, that is the one that I would recommend. That's why I have that one on hand, but clearly it needs to be decluttered. I just don't do that. I just go right on with the eyeshadow usually and let the eyeshadows do their own things. So, all right. And then the last couple things that I have for you guys, so like I said, there's not a lot, are lip products though. I'm gonna start with a lipstick, which is the Kosas that I have on my lips right now. I would like a lip liner with this probably, but I don't have one in this color. So there it is. And this is, it's a nice metal magnetic one. It's a very beautiful color. This one is, what is this one again? Dark Room. I have this one in Dark Room. And it's really nice and smooth and satiny. I've had it on for a couple hours now. It's not drying my lips out. So this one is nice. It's not as creamy and soft as the Becca, but out of the ones I have, this probably is the next one down. So I do really like it. And since we can't get Becca anymore, this is what I'm going to recommend for sure. The last two things then that I have are some lip glosses. I have both the Rare Beauty one in, what are you again? Rose? Nearly Rose. So I have Nearly Rose that I really liked. This one was a really fun one for the summer. And then I have Fenty in Fussy. Which has some nice shimmer to it. So that's what I like about that one, is shimmery. The Rare Beauty one is not shimmery, it's just glossy. So those are my recommendations that I have for you guys. Again, I had the Rare Beauty. So from Rare Beauty, I have the primer and the lip gloss that I wanted to show you. I will talk about some other stuff in just a second here from Rare Beauty. But those are my recommendations that I have at the moment. And then from Fenty, at the moment, it's the eyeliner and the gloss in Fussy. That one's my favorite one of that, but any color. I picked up that foundation, but I haven't worn it before, so I can't give you a solid recommendation on that one because I haven't worn it, but I'm very excited to try it. And then the other lip I have is Kosa's Urban Decay eye primer is always great. Born This Way Natural Nudes. Those are my ones that I definitely recommend. I don't have any of the, really any other face products. That's some of the stuff that's in my cart on my wish list. So the other thing though that I do want to talk about besides that Fenty one, I did grab this today so that we could take a look at it, the Rare Beauty. There's all the different kits and the mini kits that come out this time of year. This one was $30. It has the mascara. I'm gonna get the plastic off it. The mascara is usually $20. I'm trying to see, let's see, this one comes with 0.27 fluid ounces for the mascara is what this one is. And the original one is $20. And I think it's 0.45 fluid ounces for the Perfect Strokes. This one is, again, 0.27, so it's about half of it. Come on. Struggling. Ugh. Okay. So that's the applicator. It's kind of just a straight one. There's nothing crazy going on with it. And it's a black. I will try this and let you guys know what I think of that. But I just wanted to show you what was in this kit and talk about the price value. So this is half, for about half the price. Well, actually, so the whole set is $30. This is $20. This is usually $20. And the two other things in here are $20 and $22. So it is a $20, $40, $60, $82 value for $30. Now, they are definitely, obviously, a lot smaller. The mascara is half the size, fluid ounce wise. This is the cream, matte cream lip that I've been wanting to try, but I'm always afraid of matte cream lips. I never know. So I like that I was able to get this in a mini size, actually, in a red, because this kit is apparently all of Selena's favorites. So this is Joy. These are also usually $20 for 0.13 fluid ounces, and this is 0.10. That doesn't seem right. This is 0.10. So the regulars must be more because they're longer. I'll have to check on that. The blush, I've been wanting to try the blush. It is 0.25 regularly, and in here I have, let's see, the Dewy liquid blush is 11. So this one's a little bit under half, and this one is in, what color are you? Joy. It's got the nice little tappers. That's the liquid blush. There's Joy. That is a pretty color. I already have some blush on today, so obviously I'm not putting that on right now. I'm just gonna wipe it off. The last thing though is the highlighter. It is the Illuminating Highlighter. Why do I keep putting them upside down? All right, so this is the Illuminating Highlighter. This one is in liquid luminizing highlighter, is 0.09 fluid ounces, regularly 0.5, so a lot more, and this is regularly 22. Here it is. This one is in Mesmerize. And I'm going to actually dot a little bit of this on because I did not put highlighter on today. I think I'm gonna use a brush. Ooh. No, maybe I'll use my fingers. Okay, so there it is. I don't know if maybe I pulled off more with my fingers. I'm not really sure because I've never tried that. But that is what you get in this set for 30. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get these 4. So just so you know, that's an option if you wanted to try some of those things in a smaller version. There's also a set of 3 with the different blushes, the Dewy blushes, cream, liquid, not cream, blushes. So that's an option as well, and that was 25 for the set of 3. So that is what I have. Let's talk about what I am considering getting. Again, I'm going to look at the other companies though before I purchase it, because I am a insider. I don't buy a lot from Sephora, so I only get the 10% off. So for me, it's not that big of a savings. And people tend to see this and get all excited, and we end up buying more than we would have originally. So be very cautious when you do this. One of the things that I'm considering is the light stim for acne. I've seen it on other accounts. Khaki from Khaki Reviews Beauty talks about it all the time, and it's basically this like UV light that you just kind of hold up to your acne, and it apparently demolishes it. But that is $169. So I don't know about that one. She says it's amazing. She swears by it. So I'm considering trying that if I can get a little bit of a discount on it. If I don't find any other one, then that's probably something I would go with. Some other things that are in my cart. I have the Patrick Ta Cream Contour and Powder Blush Duo. I've been really wanting to try those. Actually, that one's not in my cart at the moment because the shade that I need is sold out. They had it at the store today when I was looking at it. They had one shade there, and that shade was probably, it was the medium shade, so it could have been a little too dark for me, but the other one's almost a little too light, so probably I would go with the one that's up and just put it on lightly. That is $38 for that set. I will put a picture in of what it looks like. $38 for that set. That's one I've been wanting to try. Patrick Ta's body oil looked beautiful when I was there, but I don't know if I'm going to try that. But I have been interested in some Patrick Ta, and I haven't bought it because it's a little more expensive, so maybe this would be the time to do that. The other things, let's see. What else do I have in there? The Tower 28 blushes. Those are $20 each. They're cream blushes, cream blush and lip, technically. That I've been interested in trying, so that I might try out as well. Those are the only 3 things that I have in there right now, except that's not true. I wanted to put in, and I didn't put in, the Rare Beauty foundation and concealer brushes. Those ones I think I might add in there as well. Those I want to try. I've heard good things about those. So that's what I have in there right now. In case you're wondering what I'm looking into. I might try some more Patrick Ta, do a little bit with that, a review of that. Tower 28 to compare to some of the other blushes because it's cream blush season in my mind. So our skin is dry. We need to add more of that dewiness in the winter generally. So that's what I have coming up. I do have some other things coming from other companies that we'll be looking at. Aether Beauty, I have some of that on the way. And then I will keep an eye out for other discounts and deals that I'm seeing from other companies and talk about those, some of my favorites, you know, my Thrive or my Glossier, those things that I love. Who else do I love that I have some? I have some other smaller companies that I haven't tried a lot of that I want to try. Violet Voss, no, that's not who I use all the time. I do like them. The Juvia's place that from like Ulta, I use them all the time. They're sitting here. But some of those other companies, Glossier, Thrive, any of those, I'll let you know if there's deals with those. And I have some other smaller companies that I want to try that will be coming up sometime this year too. So I hope this is helpful. I know it's kind of a really chit-chatty one where I just shared a lot of my thoughts, showed you a little bit of stuff. If you liked this, if it was helpful, give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it if you did. And just as a reminder, my final kind of caveat with this, when it comes to the Sephora sale, think smart, shop smart, okay? So I'm going to talk about the discounts right now before we close out. Be smart with it. Rouge is 20% off. That started yesterday. 2 days ago? What is the date today? It was yesterday. On November 5th. And we'll go through November 15th. They all go to November 15th. VIB then, the next one down is 15% off. If you're a VIB, that starts on the 9th and goes through the 15th. And then Insiders, which if you're not a crazy makeup consumer, probably where you're at, it goes from November 11th through the 15th, and that is only 10% off, okay? So be aware of that. Now, the other thing that they have going on right now, though, that started on the 5th, we'll go through the 15th, is all of the Sephora collection is 30% off. That one is a substantial enough discount if you want the Sephora collection. That I would say go for it. The other ones, just be careful. Don't overbuy it because there's a discount, because it's not a huge discount. Check the other sites for discounts too and see. But if there's ones that don't go on sale a lot, this is the time to get those. So I hope that was helpful. Again, like I said, if it was, give it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed this and you want to see more as I try some of these things out and give you some more reviews of some of the other things, the new stuff that's coming, please subscribe below and hang out with me. I'd love it if you did, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great weekend and make sure you're always taking care of yourselves. Bye.